Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Spence and I have got something rather different for you today. Yes, we have got a car and it's not a BMW and it's not sporty. However, we are a massive Lexus fan here. And for some reason, Spence, I keep on wanting to call this an NX, but it's a UX. UX. What is NX?
An NSX?
It's not even a Lexus. No. So anyway, guys, so every now and again, we'll get asked if we can recommend a car that's never going to let anyone down. Now, as much as we're big BMW fans, Porsche fans, all the VAG group and everything, every now and again they can give a little bit of issue. That's why we always recommend extended warranty. However, these just generally don't break.
No.
Like ever. I personally ran 3 Lexus ISFs, and every time I sold one, I just couldn't bring myself to go to another brand because I used the car for big, huge European trips with the holiday and everything, and I just didn't know if I could ever trust a car like I did with a Lexus. And that's one of the reasons why, in my humble opinion, if you continue to take your Lexus, or Toyota for that matter, to the main dealer for servicing, they will not charge you a penny for extended warranty, which means that you can warrant this car all the way up to 2029 when it's 10 years old, and you don't pay a penny extra other than routine servicing. So I think that's what you call putting your money where your mouth is. Yep. So as you can probably tell, we have got lots of respect for how a Lexus is put together. This one in particular has got an absolute mountain of spec which we will cover over the course of the video. In case it doesn't show particularly clear in the video, it's actually pearl white, which is a really, really nice colour in the direct sunlight. So much more interesting than just straightforward white. And because it's a facelift, we've got the nicer headlights where the previous generation done this thing where the light was split into kind of two, and it just...
Worst thing ever.
It just... Because I always wanted to buy an RCF after my ISF. I knew it was going to be a great car, and I knew I'd probably enjoy it, and especially the interior. I just could not get on with what they'd done with the front headlights. So anyway, we're happy to see this is the facelift car that's got a much more easy on the eye headlight setup. This is obviously going to be...
I don't mind that. I hated it at first, but I don't mind that.
It's a bit like Predator.
Yeah.
But the main reason I think why you buy one of these is you just want a solid, luxury, uber reliable car that's going to do exactly what it says in the tin, turnkey, and not ever worry about it. And it's also exceptionally comfortable as well.
Yeah.
Moving on. So over the course of the video, we'll go through every panel. We'll move on to the inside. We'll show you all the majority of the spec. Some of them obviously we can't demonstrate. Like I can't tell you how cold my bum is with the cooled seats, for example. And then at the end, hopefully you'll have a good understanding of the car's overall condition. We've got customers from all over the UK, so we like to make sure that when you are travelling, you know exactly what you're coming to see. So if there's a little chip, mark, part and dent, then we'll try and highlight it in the video. This car was also bought by WeWon'tBuyAnyCar.com, which is our own in-house car buying service. And if you've got something you would like to sell that you think would suit our profile, then please do get in touch with a little link just up here. And guys, if it's something that's not for us, we will always give you the courtesy of a reply. So, bonnet. What have we got? Any stone chips here? So there's one tiny little one just there. And in fact, you know something? I would say that's actually on the paint rather than under. Anyway, I'm not going to do the customer thing and start poking and prodding it. Don't be that guy. So I'm going to go as far as to say that I think we'll actually manage to get these off. No stone chips. Probably because of the angle of the bonnet.
It's a couple there.
Just on the bumper? Yeah. Yep. So these are chips. And if we go down to the other side, there is one just down there.
That's the flattest bit of the car.
Yeah. So I would say for 50,000 miles, it's doing exceptionally well.
Yep.
Parking sensors in the front. It's got LED headlights, and this is a big daytime running light.
With the Lexus L.
Yep. Moving down to the length of the... I actually never noticed that. It's been the LC, when you look at an LC, the amount of Lexus badges...
Well, I've seen so many L's already.
Oh, there's another one there.
And there's another one inside the end.
Okay. Let's play a game. Let's see if you can tell us how many L's pop up over the course of the video. Leave it in the comments. And the winner will get a Jim and Glen hoodie.
Fair enough, yeah.
We've got plenty of them.
Yep.
So looking down the length of the passenger side, again guys, there's lots of contours and things for people to catch their door on, but there's nothing to report at all. Wheels all nice and clean, and we've got a matching set of hand cooks. We have just replaced the rears to keep all four matching. Wheels and everything are all free from any damage whatsoever, and if we look down the length of the passenger side from the back again, free from any damage, because I certainly wouldn't like to be taking any pattern dents out of these wedge lines.
No, they're very sharp.
I think you would be pretty stuck, to be honest. So we've got keyless entry. It also has the Mark Levinson audio system. The seats are electric, heated and cooled. We've got quite possibly the plushest factory mats ever to feature in a car.
Especially nowadays, because usually they cheap out.
Do you know something? I bought another set of mats for the N11, and they're like literally half the pile of the original set that came out.
Lightweight.
No, but the first set were all right. So yeah, definitely premium mats in the old Lexus, fair play to them. Push button start, and we'll go on to the rest of the car. So the car's inside once per round. The driver's side, I'll just go and open the door. So we can cast some light across. So there is absolutely nothing to report on the back bench. We're looking for things like little baby seat dents in the leather, scuff marks here, but it is absolutely spotless.
I found a bit of dirt.
Where? Oh, this here. Get rid of that. We've got charging sockets down here. They're just the good old-fashioned USBs, not USB-Cs, but period correct, I suppose. That's a 2019 plate car. We've got a glass tilt slide sunroof.
Or as it says on the dash, moonroof.
Moonroof.
Yeah, very American.
I love this finish. It's not chrome, it's not gloss black.
It's like smoke.
Smoke chrome.
Yeah.
Smoke chrome for the sake of this video. You get the beep.
Lexus love a beep.
They love a beep. You've left the keys in the car. You've left the door open. You're driving and the door's open, do you know?
No one's put it in reverse, beep.
No. So we've got some extended storage under the boot floor. And then that's a set of winter mats, which are also Lexus branded mats. I love a set of winter mats and a set of summer mats. It's an age thing.
Yeah.
The boot floor itself is quite shallow, but yeah, as I say, you've got this extended storage under here. Probably one of the only criticisms that they are a wee bit small in the rear area.
It's equivalent to like an X1 in terms of size.
Aye, that's probably a fair comparison, Spencer. Yeah. We've got rear view camera and parking sensors along the back. Moving along to the driver's side, nothing to report bodywork wise. There's a tiny little chip in the alloy just there. And if we look down to the length of the driver's side, we can see that bodywork and everything from the front to the back is lovely and clean. 360 cameras, so you can see the little goldfish bowl lens just under here.
There's a wee fancy two around the car when you press the button.
Oh yeah, it would be good if we could demonstrate that in here, but I don't know which button to press, Spence.
I'll show you.
So immediately when you sit in the car, they are unbelievably comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like perfectly, it supports every bit of your back, your lower back and your bum and even the side. So as much as they don't look that sporty, they are really, really supportive.
So how soft the leather is.
Which can also be a bit of a downfall with Lexus, because if the previous owner hasn't been careful getting in and out, it's not the sort of leather that's going to take too much abuse. You know, like Dakota leather in a BMW is quite hard.
It'll last for years.
It'll last for years. The leather in a Lexus, if it's not been cared for, it can start to look quite old quite quick. So after 50,000 miles, and we can see the bolster and everything there, they're still in great shape. Yep. Nice, small, chunky steering wheel. Got paddles here, but it's got a CVT gearbox. Yeah, I think they just felt that the need to fit them. You'll never use them. Lots of buttons in the steering wheel. You've got volume control. This is the up and down arrow pads for your infotainment. Lane departure, crash avoidance, and it's also got radar cruise somewhere. Let's start the first. Does it have radar cruise? No.
No,
It doesn't, just cruise, speed up, speed down.
Yeah, heads up button.
That's it. So we've got our heads up. Yeah. So I have to admit, I was I was struggling to find the volume control.
That's easy. I know it's the right way.
I was looking for a knob or whatever, but it's here.
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, see, once you start using it, it feels quite intuitive. And then you've got your shuffle buttons here, and then your tune shuffle knob here.
Downs play a bit like this, is the systems take a while to get used to.
Yeah, and I think when you're driving, I mean, you've got little haptic vibration through your fingertip so that you know you've moved the menu, but you do need to really
The LC we had, I remember you saying that, try to drive and do it, it's quite hard.
Well, we had that car for about 2 weeks before we realised it had a heated steering wheel.
Yeah.
Because it was buried in a sub-menu, you know? It's cool having a nice clean cluster and not, you know, festooned with buttons everywhere. But at the same time, there is some things that really should remain.
Just a button.
Yeah, exactly. So, does this have a heated steering wheel? Come to speak
It
of?
does, it's on the centre console, where the climate
Yep.
control vent should be.
So down here, guys, if we can just... So we've got a heated steering wheel, cooled seats, and your heated seats. And then you've got your climate control buttons along here. I love the analog clock. And if anyone's come from a Lexus background, you'll know that these are from an IS.
Yeah.
And this is the same shape as the original Lexus IS, which I think is really, really cool. Now, we're just about to uncover the coolest feature in the car.
Yep.
Which button did we press? This one?
No, yes, that one.
This one. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Look at that. The tackle, the centre panel actually motors back and forward. I love that. They didn't need to, but they did.
Yep.
Is there much point in starting it? In fact, it's running. It's running. It is actually running at the minute. Oh, there we go. It has an engine. And it also has lots of electric hybridness running alongside it, which will give you a combined fuel economy of 53 mpg.
It's pretty good.
And I love the way that every Japanese car, the bonnet catch is in the exact same position, and the bonnet catch always swipes from right to left, right where your finger is. You don't have to go fishing about for it. Not a great deal to see here, guys. It's essentially a 2 litre petrol. 1.8?
I think it's a 2 litre.
2 litre
I think it's a
petrol,
2 litre petrol.
hybrid. I really should have checked first, but no one's going to buy this and want to know what the horsepower is. They're just more interested in the average fuel economy.
I'm quite impressed they made it look like a battery.
What, the engine cover?
It's like a Duracell battery. See the square ones you get?
No, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. so there we are, guys. So overall, it is a very, very well kept car. Full Lexus history, Lexus warranty every year as long as you keep letting the main dealer service it. My experience of Lexus service has been absolutely, without a question of doubt, the best I've ever experienced at a main dealer. Very reasonable as well. So if you're looking for proper trouble-free motoring, low cost as well, especially when you consider you're getting a very, very high-spec car, then it's quite a hard package to argue with. If we can help at all, please feel free to get in touch at the garage 01236 779 9000. There will also be a link to the website below, and I will also put a link to a car review of a Lexus, an ISF we had a few years back, just over there. Give it a watch, let me know what you think, and please subscribe, that way you'll not miss any more stock updates, and you can do that by just clicking over here. Thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.